All right, we're going to do behaviors. We're going to make a pop-up window from a link. Why would I do that? Well, not just to make a blank page open, but on my website, go to websites. And this website I made for hairbycatchase.com. Now, she wants to have everybody go to her website, but she doesn't make the appointments on her website. The appointments are made on another website called Educe. So what I had to make was a rollover image right here, just one, and then I have other rollover images here too, like I showed you guys how to make. And when I click on it, it opens up a window that's smaller, just big enough for the appointment area for the Educe salon. So if you were to go to Educe salon and click on their appointments, book your appointment, book an appointment right here, they take you to this page. So I said, yeah, sure, we could do that. Make an appointment. So it pops open a new page. It doesn't have all of the tabs and everything like a regular browser, but it shows the whole thing, which is cool. Okay, she loves this. People can go to her website now and click on this and not go to the Educe website anymore. So she is just in love with it. It's cool. All right, so when I click on that, that's the link. Copy it. We're going to use that as the link for this. So open up your index page. Let's bring this over. There we go. So we can make a link here called make an appointment. I know this seems really weird that a Green Start website would have a make an appointment for a hairdo, but I just want to prove the point and show you we're almost done with all of our tutorials in Dreamweaver. So highlight make an appointment, and we're going to go to something called window behaviors. Where's my behaviors? There we go. Behaviors. Window behaviors. So in here, press the add behavior, press that plus sign, and I want to pop up message or open browser window. That's what I want to do. Look at all these other things. Effects, blind, bounce, crazy stuff. Go to URL, preload an image, show hide elements, swap image, restore. There's some cool stuff you can do in here, but I usually use the pop-up open browser window. Now, don't know what size it's going to be, but I'm going to put the URL in, paste it in. That's the absolute website URL. Window width, let's just say 600. Window height, I'll say 600. Attributes, navigation toolbar, menu bar, scroll bars as needed, resize handles, status bar, navigation toolbar, location bar. Do I want any of this? Menu bar. I want to do menu bar. And click OK. Now this whole thing, make an appointment, I think, is mouse over. So if you were to just mouse over it, check this out. This is crazy. Preview, save it, yes. If I only just mouse over it, oh, pop-up blocked. I'm going to mouse over it again, watch what happens. All right, refresh, let's see what happens. Oh, pop-up blocked. Let me click on that and say always allow pop-ups from yada yada. Click OK and done. Okay, so now when I go over it, look at that. I didn't even have to click on it. It's just a roll over it. It's just crazy, right? So that 600 by 600 is not working. Let's go back to Dreamweaver. Now, I want this to be, let's click on mouse over and let's do on click. All right. Now let's try it again. Preview in Chrome. Now I can, there's no, like when I come over here you have the hand to hover over, but when I go on make an appointment, there's no hand. And when I click on it, it works. So that's confusing, isn't it? So what we have to do is this. click on Make an Appointment, and down here in the hyperlink, let's go to the code so we can see what's going on. You'll notice we have on click, open browser window. So what I also want to do is highlight Make an Appointment, and I want to put in the link area hashtag. Go back to code, and now there's been added a H reference, A, press enter, you'll see. A H reference, make an appointment, and close the A. Okay, so now let's go to preview in Google Chrome, yes. Now when I highlight, when I hover over it, it becomes a hand, and then I can click on it, and that opens a browser. That's what we want. So let's click on open browser window here to work with the width and the height. Window width, let's go 800, and we'll stick with the 600 height, and preview. Now make an appointment. Let's see if that works. Needs to go wider, and needs to go a little longer. So, because I don't want those handles to be showing. Alright, so double click on that. Let's make it 980. Usually how big I make my websites. By 650. Press enter. Preview in Chrome. And let's click on Make an Appointment. Oh, that works beautifully. So we don't need the bottom down here that much, but if we click on services, let's go to hair care, let's click on something, click on select this, that, and then when, find an appointment. Let's see if it works. Cool, it works. I am digging it. And then there's a scroll bar here if you need it. All right, so that's how you do a rollover. No, not a rollover, a window pop open. Now you can also come down here to the body, and we can make green word. So there you go. You can make it look like that. Save it. Then you can upload that to. Let's take that, let's drag that over here. Uploading it to the server. Sure, I'll include dependent files. That's fine. Let's go back to our actual website. Webskins/Dreamweaver. Enter. And there it is. Make an appointment. And it's live now. Isn't that great? All right. Cool. About us. Contact us. Home. This is looking great, isn't it? Green tips. We have our home. At work. Website's working pretty damn good, isn't it? Aw, yeah. Now, let me close some of these tabs. Okay. Let's go back to Flippy Floppy. There we go. Let's close this page. Let's do a Control N or Command N. New document, HTML, click Create. Now, I don't make tables often, but when I do, I use Dreamweaver. I've been actually working in WordPress lately because one of my clients needs me to update their WordPress website that they one of their web designers made the website, and that person is not updating, and they don't have time, or they're having some health issues. I'm not sure exactly what the deal is, but they've asked me to update their WordPress, and it's WordPress. You're gonna love it or you're gonna hate it. There's things that you're gonna love, things you're gonna hate, but one thing is you need to know code in order to get in there and play around with stuff in WordPress. A lot of stuff is easy to do from a designer point, doing it without going into the code, but if you really want to unleash WordPress and do it right, or if there's some code that's in there that you don't understand, then you need to make your own code. So what I've been doing is I've been working with tables sometimes in their code. So insert table. This is pretty cool. 3 rows, 3 columns, table width 200, border thickness of 1, and then you can have a header, left, top, both. You can have a caption, a summary, click OK. You can have all kinds of stuff when you do this. Now, these things, working with tables in Dreamweaver is a dream because you can select it, you can make it wider, you can make it longer. Oops, come on. You can make parts of it longer. Look at that. Notice how the arrow turns into an up and down arrow, or it becomes like a 2-column thing where you can pull on it. Let's save this. I'm going to save this as table.html. And I'm going to put some words in here and preview it. Google, say yes. There we go. Now check this out. Look how thin these two columns are and how wide this one is. Looks close to it, right? Let's bring this over here. I'll leave that one over here. Let's preview that. All right, cool. And you could put lorem ipsum. Let's get some lorem ipsum. I think you could probably get it in Dreamweaver, but I'm not really exactly sure how. I'd have to look that up. Let's snag some lorem ipsum. Yeah, let's put it in there. Lorem ipsum, lorem ipsum, lorem ipsum, 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 ipsum. Okay, cool. So, yeah, that's a lot of stuff going on, right? If we want, click here and drag over to select the whole table. And come down here, cell padding. We can put 10 pixels of padding in between it. Look at that. So this is just like the box model, right? CSS. You can click inside of the top ones. You can select all 3 of the top ones and come down here to background. And you can select the background color. The light blue, press enter. Look at that. That's how quick it is. That's how easy it is. We can also select the whole entire table, get rid of the border, make it 0, and cell spacing 0. And then preview. This is a good way, whoa, that's crazy, right? This is a good way to make layouts, but you're very constricted with these layouts. With CSS, you can move things around, but with tables, it's very cut and dry. You can only do certain things. And make sure you see the width. Let's make the width 1,000. Well, actually, let's make it 900 so it's easier to go with 3. And then this one, you can make. Let's see here. Click on that. Select the column. Clear column. Yada yada. Well, we can go to code mode, and we can see this width 300. And let's do that to this one. TD, it's the first TD in that column, second TD, and the third TD. There we go. Height. I'm not going to put a height in there. Get rid of the height. See what happens. Get rid of the height for this one. Just going to go with the default. Get rid of the height for this one. And then let's preview it. There we go. They're all the same now, the same size, each one of them. So you can come up here, and you could write heading 1. Oops. Heading 2. Heading 3. Yeah, that just comes up like that. You can highlight these. You can bold them. Preview. Google Chrome, yes. There we go. Beautiful, right? You can do all kinds of stuff with these tables. Started like that. Went to that, to this, to this. You can just keep on playing and playing and playing. With WordPress, I've been putting like an image over here. Let's get an image. Oh, lesson 6 or 7, we had those images. Can't remember. let's say butterfly. There we go, it's my butterfly. I'm going to get rid of this information. What I did was, I just selected that and then press backspace. Select it, press backspace. So much easier, right? For WordPress, I would bring this over here like that. I would get rid of this column. If you select both columns and come down here to the properties, you can click on merge selected cells using spans. Click that and it puts it together. I would put the information here and a picture here, and then I would make this a little bit thinner, and I would click on that. I would select it, go to code mode, select that, and then paste this into WordPress. So Dreamweaver is not just for making websites to make websites. It's about helping you build websites on other platforms too, so you can see what's going on, right? It's a lot easier to do than Text Wrangler, or there's other ones called like Sublime, stuff like that, but those are very text oriented. All right. What I want you to do eventually is take this table, copy it, just like that. You don't have to go to the code. Let's come over here to the files, and let's click on about. What's about? Let's put it in tips because it's got a wide thing up here. Let's click enter and paste. There we go. And press delete once to get that to come up. Let's preview it in Chrome. Cool. I want you to put this. I want you to upload this to the internet. Now, I want the butterfly to go up to the top. So if I click on the butterfly and press to the left with the arrow key or right, then I can come down here and I can make the horizontal left, center, right. I can make the vertical top. That's what I want to do. Make it top. So the butterfly goes to the top. Let's get rid of some of this text. There we go. And this is default. This is default now. It's up to you. Save it. Let's preview that. That looks better. Cool, right? And then take that. All right, I'm going to show you a trick. Now, we've been flippy flopping all the time right here, right? If you don't want to do this flippy floppy, I'm going to show you a trick. Now, this is really, you need to know what you're doing in order to do this trick. You need to know what you're doing. We are in the Dreamweaver folder, right? I'm going to select it. I'm going to copy that word. Now, in order to be able to just not drag and drop, but just upload this tips to the Dreamweaver folder, I have to tell Dreamweaver to go to the Dreamweaver folder. If I were to just right click on tips and put, which I want to do, because I do that all the time instead of dragging and dropping because I had to be perfectly precise on where exactly it goes, I have to tell Dreamweaver where it goes first before I go put. So that's what I'm going to do. Site, manage sites, double click on Dreamweaver, click on servers, double click on unnamed server 2 because that's my, is that my Dreamweaver? No, that's my WebSkins. Where is my Dreamweaver? There we go, that's Dreamweaver. So, oh, because I'm going, dumbass. I'm going to webskins.com to upload, I'm sorry. So click on unnamed server 2 or whatever you wrote. So you don't need to write anything there. I'm going to write Dreamweaver though, because it's confusing me a little bit. My webskins.com, username, password. Now this is where it gets interesting. public_html/Dreamweaver. That's the folder I want to go to, because here's my public HTML up here, right? Here's my Dreamweaver folder. Now let's click save, and it's going to go right to my Dreamweaver. You won't see these files anymore. Click close, save, and done. And now I've been dislocated from my server. Let's click here and connect to the remote server. Now I'm in my Dreamweaver folder. That's it, right? Okay, watch this, flippy floppy. Let's go back. Let's go to, let's close that, and let's get this. And now click on our tips. We're going to click on our tips on our website. Click on tips. Okay, the image here of the butterfly is not here, right? Refresh. Good. Let's go to Dreamweaver and let's click on tips here, right click and put. And do I want to, should dependent files include in the transfer? You could say no, because this image here is right here, and that's all we're uploading is actually just HTML. So click no. And it will upload the HTML page by itself. Now let's refresh. What? I thought that image was there already. All right, so I need to get that image. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to click on, well, that's interesting, huh? Let's go to lesson 4, butterfly over. Let's click this and delete it and drag butterfly over.png. I don't want to put any unnecessary files on my server to make my server even bigger. Let's save that, Command or Control S. Now click on tips and paste it. I'm sorry. And then say no to, should I include the dependent file? Say no. Goes up. Let's go to Chrome. Let's refresh. There's the image. Yay! It flies around. I love clicking on things and pushing them around. See if I can highlight them. If they can't be highlighted like that, you know it's not a word. Okay? That's fun. What I want you to do is upload the tips, and I want to make sure you have your butterfly there in the table. Cool, right?